Good evening, everybody. Happy Victory Monday. That is correct. You heard it right. The victory stream here on a Monday night. Something that we haven't had, well, but twice this year. And this one, extra sweet. Obviously, not just beating our most hated rivals in the Philadelphia Eagles, but absolutely demolishing them. Destroying them, embarrassing them, dominating them. Feels good. Wear my Giant stuff with pride this week. I mean, I always wear it anyway, but I don't always exude pride wearing Giants colors. This week, Giants fans, as I said when I did the live stream after the game, which normally I don't do live streams after the game. I normally just do a video, but that was so impressive, and it feels so good to just kick the shit out of that team. I wanted to go live, and I thought I'd be live for half an hour, and you guys are so nice to me, it made me stay there for an hour and a half. So I greatly appreciate it. And as I said in that live stream, talk your shit this week, Giants fans. You know, you've been through a lot of shit. We've been through a lot of shit as a fan base. We've been laughed at. We've been, people are joking around. Oh, it's a bye week and the Giants are trash. And listen, it's all, it's all warranted. I mean, the Giants haven't been good, so I understand. So when you have an opportunity to puff your chest out, walk with your head high, take advantage of it. The Giants are 2-1 with Jackson Dart starting. And of course, the loss to the Saints really sucks. That should have never happened. I mean, we turned the ball over on 5 straight possessions. I mean, that was just a really bad game. It's crazy to think how bad they played in that game. And then they come out and they play a game the way they did against Philadelphia. And this is after beating the undefeated Los Angeles Chargers. So what I've learned about the Giants right now is you don't know which Giants team you're going to get. And that's actually a good thing, because for a long time now, we've known what Giants team we're going to get, and that's one that's complete shit. These two rookies really became the focus. They've been talked about all week since that game. Obviously, Jackson Dart with a touchdown pass and a touchdown run, and Cam Scatterbo with 3 touchdown runs and 98 yards. And both of these guys exuding a lot of swagger, a lot of confidence, a lot of fun to watch. Just, a fun team, a different attitude, if you will, with the New York Giants. And for them to just dog walk the Eagles like they did, it feels good. But I don't know what team's going to show up. Like, we going to get the team that played against the Eagles against Denver? Or are we going to get the team that played like we played against the Saints against Denver? Denver's not an easy team to beat, especially in Mile High, but they are beatable. I mean, the Jets, if the Jets could do anything, the Jets would have won that game. I mean, the Jets are just, I actually feel bad for the Jets. I mean, at least with the Giants, you can look at these players and say, okay, you look like you have a future. You look like you could be really good in the future. You look like Jackson Dart could be the guy. It looks like Cam Scatterbo could be the guy. You definitely have some building blocks. Abdul Carter's certainly shown flashes of being great. Brian Burns has been the defensive player of the year, and it's not like he's an old guy. So you definitely have some pieces to work with going forward. The Jets don't have any of that. I don't know where the Jets are going, so I actually feel bad for them. But it's not like we can't beat Denver. I feel like the Giants can beat Denver. Now, will they? I don't know. But again, this victory stream is extra sweet. And for me, again, you want to talk about foot on neck. I have absolutely demolished Eagles Twitter this week. I have absolutely just wrecked that entire fan base on Twitter. And I told them I was going to do it. I mean, that's what it is. It's called trash talk. Now, there's a lot of weak-minded Eagles fans that can't handle that, Because when you're just used to beating somebody to a pulp on a consistent basis, like, oh, we ain't got to worry about these guys. We ain't got to worry about the Giants. We ain't got to worry about this. We ain't got to worry about that. And then all of a sudden, the guy gets up off the mat, blasts you in the face and knocks you the hell out. And then all of a sudden they become a problem and they don't know how to react to that. Because again, this isn't like we just beat them on a last-second field goal. The Giants completely dominated the second half. This game was never close. It was never close. That was in front of the world. This is the first time in 10 years that the Giants won on a Thursday night football game. So, again, it was in front of the world to see. They beat down the champs. It wasn't close. And Eagles fans don't like that. And I find it very amusing. Honestly, I do. I find it amusing as hell. I enjoy it thoroughly, what I've done to them on Twitter. They better pray. Whatever God they pray to, they better pray we don't sweep them. Because if the Giants sweep them, they better all deactivate. They can beat us 50-0. And I already know that I have a big target on my back if that happens, but I don't care. I've been here. I've dealt with this shit for years, and I don't go anywhere. I stand there and I take it. And I've taken it for years. So if that happens, it doesn't matter to me. I've been there, done that. They haven't experienced it. They haven't. So if they think I've been insufferable for 4 days, the Giants break out the brooms and beat them in Philly, they ain't gonna like me very much. Some of them don't like me now anyway. Oh, Baddog used to be cool. I don't know what happened. What happened is the Giants fucked you up. That's what happened. I'm the same guy. It's just the results were different this time. So yeah, Baddog, you're really cool when you're kicking your ass. Oh, but now you have some shit to talk. Now your team actually backed up your shit talk. And now I don't like you anymore. Fuck you. For real. Fuck you. If you can't handle shit, get the fuck off my page. That's real talk. If you can't handle my shit, stop coming on my page. I don't go to your page. I fucking tweet on my own page. If you don't like it, get off my page. Don't come to me. Because I'm going to respond. I'm going to fuck you up. That's what I do. And if you're too butthurt, if you're too much of a butthurt bitch to be there, don't be there. That's simple. It's really that simple. But it's just funny. That fan base seems to be able to dish it out, and they can't take it. That's pussy shit. That's small dick energy. That's garbage. I better take it for you. Thanks for Saquon. Thanks for Saquon, Baddog. Thanks for Saquon. I still have to hear that shit. Well, things changed Thursday night. Didn't have to hear about it. We all know Diddy Quan dropped the frickin' his Amazon documentary about my time with the Giants. And it was gonna be all fun and games. You know, Saquon was gonna run us up and down. We were gonna lose 31-10, 38-6. Jackson Dart was gonna get his ass kicked. Saquon was gonna go for 180. And they were all gonna laugh about it in the postgame. Oh, Saquon, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's not what fucking happened, is it? No. The Giants wrecked your plans. And they wrecked your team. That's what happened. You don't like it, but that's what happened. You can sit there and say, oh, that was your Super Bowl. Nah, bitch, I've seen 4. I've seen 4 Super Bowls. Was that a good win? Am I happy we won? Is it the first time we beat the Eagles like that in a long time? Absolutely. Is that a Super Bowl? No. Not for me. It's just a game that I enjoyed thoroughly. And like I said, for the first time in a long time, my team actually backed me up. But if you're going to come in and you're going to talk shit and you're going to talk shit about my team, which is well-deserved because the Giants have been absolute dog shit for years. But if you're going to do that to me, and when I have an opportunity to do it back to you, don't sit there and go, oh, well, why are you being so hard on us? Why do you keep talking all this shit? You used to be a good guy. I used to like you. I don't fucking care if you like me or you don't like me. I don't care. That ain't what it's about, man. I don't change my stripes. I'm the same guy. It's just a little bit different when the Giants are good. or when they play good anyway. We're 2-4. We're not even, we're 2-4. We're in last place. It is what it is. But not Thursday night. That's not what happened Thursday night. I love it. I loved every minute of that. And I will keep my foot on their neck until the next time we play. And they better hope that they win. It's like I told LB, you guys are supposed to beat the Giants. The Eagles are supposed to beat the Giants all the time. You better hope that you do, because we're not supposed to have any business beating you. It's supposed to be a laugh fest. I go to that Super Friends stream all the time, and they laugh when I talk about the Giants. They laugh, they giggle, they think this shit's fucking funny when I talk about my team. Who the fuck was laughing after the game on Thursday? Who had the last laugh? Now, this Chicago-Washington game is far from over, but if Washington loses tonight, who's the only team that won in the division this week? How would that be? That's why losing to the Saints freaking sucks, man. Because if we didn't lose that game and we were 3-3 right now, we'd be right there. We'd be right there. Whatever happens this year happens. I don't expect much from the Giants. They definitely gave me a nice game on Thursday, and I thoroughly enjoyed it without question. Without question. But I don't know how many more teams the Giants are going to win. What I do know, and as I said, going into that game, I didn't expect the Giants to beat Philadelphia. Definitely did not. They just came off losing to one of the worst teams in football. So I definitely didn't sit here and go, well, we're going to take on Philadelphia. We're going to kick their ass. I certainly didn't have that mindset. Did not. I didn't. I went into that game saying, I want to see what our rookies do. This is really where I'm at at this point in the year. I want to see what the rookies do. Well, they both been really good. I love Cam Scatterbo. Love him. I've said it before. I'll say it again. If there's ever a player that embodies my personality and the way that I am, it's him. Even my wife, seeing him bang his head on a wall, says to me, she goes, it's something you would do. I'm like, that's why I love the guy. He's a psycho. It's just true. That's why. Guy's all grit. He's all heart. We need those type of players on the Giants. Jackson Dart is fearless. Doesn't give a shit. Throws himself into people like a lawn dart. He don't care. These guys, sure, Jackson Dart needs to tone it down. He's not Cam Scatterbo. I don't want Jackson Dart leading with his head. I don't really want Cam doing it either. But Cam Scatterbo's a running back. I mean, he's supposed to run into people. Don't really want our quarterback running into people. He's got to tone it down a little bit. These guys have played with reckless abandon, and I think part of it is they know they have nothing to lose. They really don't. Nobody expects anything of them. So they can go into these games with nothing to lose. But I was very happy with that. This shit was fun. I hope the Giants continue. You beat Denver. You find a way to beat Denver. You're 3-4. And I think any Giants fan looking at the schedule going into the year would have been happy with 3-4, honestly. We let a couple get away from us. There's no question about it. That Dallas game got away from us. But if we beat Dallas, do we see Jackson Dart week 4? Who knows? But that shit was fun. I enjoyed it very much. Alex, thank you. He says, can't remember the last time I was excited about the Giants and taking my attention away from the Yankees. Would you want to trade? It would depend on what we gave up for Olave. I'm not looking to give up a second-round pick. I mean, I think if they could give up a fourth or later, they don't have a third-round pick this year. I feel like if they could get him for a fourth rounder, why not? It'd be nice to have a Chris Olave. He's under contract for another year, so it's not like they would have to sign him. It'd be nice to have Olave with Malik Neighbors going forward. I think that'd be a good combination. I hate that there's two games at one time. Like, I'm trying to watch Washington. I don't have the picture-in-picture. At least I don't know how to put it up on my screen. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Trying to see what the hell is going on in this Bills game and Washington at the same time. Oh, Atlanta's up to, wow. The Bills might lose back-to-back games. It's insane. My guy B-Rog, thanks so much for gifting 5 memberships, brother. Really appreciate it. Really, my friend. You can check out all those really cool emojis with that. And yeah, man, I definitely I definitely got to do some members only stuff during the winter. That has to happen. I got to get back to doing, like I said, the only thing that sucks about the members only streams is YouTube never, they're bad with notifications anyway. I feel like they're really bad with the members only streams. Like, I don't know how many members I have, maybe 200. And a lot of times I'll do these members only streams and like 27 people show up. So I don't know if they're just busy or whatever, but like, it's just like, I don't know, man. I never feel like people see it, you know. Little hook and lateral there. Larry, brother, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it, my friend. Really. Let's go. Fuck them shitbirds. Fuck the Denver Donkeys. It's fucking Giants time. Woo! Damn right. Yeah, man. People hating on me on Twitter. People saying shit to me and then blocking me. I mean, that's the biggest pussy move there is. That is the biggest pussy move. Pussio. You freaking, you comment on my shit and then you freaking, you know, you comment on my shit and then you block me so I can't comment back. I mean, that's the equivalent of slapping somebody and then hiding behind your mother. It's funny. It's terrible. Kev, thank you, man. He says, I'm that one. Well, there's a lot of Eagle fans that pop in here. I'm that one Eagles fan that pops in here time to time. Nothing but love, Baddog. We talk a lot of crap. It's time for us to be quiet for a bit. See, this is the way Eagles fans are. And that's one thing I told somebody on Twitter, too. Guy said, you changed. You're just weird now. You're just starving for Eagles fans' attention. Number one, I'm not starving for Eagles fans' attention. Eagle fans always give me attention. I always talk shit about the Eagles anyway. Okay? But we just played the Eagles. This isn't like I'm talking shit about the Eagles when we just beat Dallas or something. Just played them. It's like I'm talking shit about a team that we didn't play and that we didn't beat. You know what I mean? It's not like that happened. But as I said, I haven't changed one bit. I'm the same guy. And like I said, about 85% of Eagles fans would be disappointed if I didn't talk shit to them. Like Kev here. Wow, Falcons are going to beat the Bills. That's insane. Like Kev just did. This is the way most Eagle fans are. Right like this. Nothing but love, Baddog. We talk a lot of crap. This is the way most of them are. We talk a lot of shit, but it's nothing but love. It's a fact. I have a very strange relationship with Eagle fans. I always have. Whoops. I've always had. It's weird. They wouldn't know what to do without me, and I wouldn't know what to do without them. It's just the truth. But the Twitter thing's funny. And listen, I've gained a lot of followers over the last few days. It's just funny to me. I have a blast, and I love irritating the shit out of them. If they can't take it, it's even better. If I'm getting under their skin, it's even better. It's what you're supposed to do with trash talk. I don't say anything about them personally like they do me. I just talk shit about the team. That's it. I let them know we fucked them up. I let them know every day that we messed them up. That's what you're supposed to do. Foot on neck. Toasty. Thank you, bro. Baddog, the phone joke about the Dallas Super Bowl on Twitter had me rolling this morning. The big block phone. In 1996, Michael Jordan had 3 rings when Dallas won. That's right. That's right. That's what I'm saying. I'm funny on Twitter. I feel like I'm funny. I feel like I post a lot of funny shit there. And it's good. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to talk your trash. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's what it is. Hey, listen, Toasty, I say it all the time. The last time Dallas won a Super Bowl, I wasn't legally old enough to drink, and now I'm 50 years old. Wrap your mind around that. Wrap your mind around it. Wasn't legally old enough to drink, and now I'm 50. That's the other thing. Somebody told me somebody tried to. I always love when people like rag at my age. Oh, you sucks getting old. What sucks about getting old? I've always tried to figure this out. What sucks about getting old? If you don't get old, you're dead. What sucks about getting old? I've never figured it out. What does that mean? That I've experienced everything that you hope you'll experience in your life. That means that I have a career, a wife, kid, house. And like I said, I've experienced everything you hope you experience. Experience a lot of shit you probably never will experience. I'm more experienced. I'm more knowledgeable. Why does it suck getting older? There's nothing anybody half my age can do that I can't. Well, I can't dunk a basketball. I can tell you, I can't do that anymore. But I mean, I always found that amusing. I'm like, I don't understand. Someday they'll be old too. Will you have accomplished when you're my age what I have? Probably not. Not with your attitude. Evan says, hope we can continue up. Yes. Listen, if the Giants play the way they did against Philadelphia on Sunday, this coming Sunday against Denver, they're going to win. They're going to win. Giants played well in all three facets of the game, outside of him missing an extra point. The Giants' special teams has been great this year. The offensive line played well. We ran the ball well, threw the ball well. Defense did well. I mean, if they play well in all three phases of the game, they're going to beat Denver. I mean, the Jets couldn't pass. The Jets are like minus 2 yards passing in that because Justin Fields just kept hanging on to the ball. Jackson Dart doesn't do that. Jackson Dart just doesn't sit back there and hold on to the ball. So, Giants have to stop Bo Nix. I mean, that's a big thing. I didn't even know Washington scored a touchdown. How the hell did they score a touchdown? I didn't even see it because I wasn't over here. What happened there? I missed it. Oh, that's how they did it. There's definitely some games I think we can win going forward. Without question. B-Rock, thank you. He says if they can put complete games together like they did on Thursday, they're going to be 10-7, maybe even playing well enough to be flexed in prime time. I hope that don't happen on that game against San Fran. I don't want that. I don't know if I'll be able to go then. But yeah, that'll be good. I listen, man. They have a lot of work to do. I mean, it's definitely not a finished product, but at least we have some kind of hope, right? I mean, you look at the way Scadaboo plays, you look at the way Jackson Dart plays. You've seen Darius Alexander start to get better. We know what Abdul Carter does. Flot's played better. We know Brian Burns is an absolute stud. Dex hasn't even really gotten going yet. I think Kayvon's played really well. Offensive line is getting better. Like, they're getting better. Even though they lost that game to the Saints, that offense moved the ball all day. They just turned the damn ball over too much. And, of course, the Giants had blown coverage, and that was terrible. But the Giants tackled really well against Philadelphia on Thursday. They tackled really well, and that's important, you know. JL, thank you, brother. He says, here's a good one. Our first for Garrett Wilson. I would love Garrett Wilson. I always say the Jets are wasting him. Just send him to our locker room. We usually have to give up a fourth. Garrett don't want to be there. He got paid. Not giving up a first. He got a lot of money. The Giants will never get Garrett Wilson. He's getting like $30 million a year, whatever the hell he's getting. He's getting a lot of money. It's the Giants can't afford him. It's always wishful thinking. I wish Jets have to pick up all of his salary. I don't think that happens in football. But I mean, that'd be a dream come true. Can you imagine Garrett Wilson with Malik Neighbors? How sick that combination would be. By the way, I really appreciate the donations, guys. You know, that type of shit really irritates the haters. They hate that. They hate when people support my channel. It just gets under their skin so much. It's kind of amusing. Bob says, we just added Juice Wells at a practice squad, so I think a trade is probably not going to happen, in my opinion. I don't think the Giants are in position to trade for anything. Like I said, if you can give up a fourth for like Olave, I think you do it, but it does seem like that's the rumor out there that the Giants are interested in Chris Olave. That was terrible by the Bears. That seems to be the big rumor out there. And of course, I'm now 6-0 in my fantasy league because the guys finished playing. We are up by 36 points, so another dominant performance by our team. Daniel Jones, of course, my MVP on my fantasy team right now. Is that something else? He's been my best player. I've had good games. I had a good game from Wan'Dale Robinson against Dallas the 1 week. And, Krosky Merritt had a really good game last week. And we've had like one guy stand out every week. But like they've kind of been up and down. Like Derrick Henry had a great week 1, and then he's kind of fallen off. He had a good game this week. But Jones has been consistent all the way through. Just crazy. Sean, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. While the sample size is small, Dart and Cam are shaping up to be steals in this draft. Also with Bo, this is shaping up to be a great draft for us. And I agree. And this is why I said, if the Giants were to fire Joe Schoen, I'm not going to throw a fit about it. But I'm also was in the camp of, if they fired Brian Daboll, I would consider keeping Joe Schoen because I feel like Joe Schoen has gotten better as the years have gone on. And I feel like he's drafted a lot better as the years have gone on. I feel like he's getting better at his job. He's not getting worse. Hopefully the Giants can win enough games and we don't have to fire Brian Daboll. Now, I've been all over Brian Daboll with good reason, and a lot of fans have. He has had a terrible record with the Giants. They have gotten worse every year since he's been the coach here. Well, a lot of us feel like the talent really struggles because of the play calling and the coaching. So I completely understand wanting to get rid of him. But I don't want to get rid of him. I don't want to be fired. I want the Giants to come back and have a good year so they don't have to make that decision. That would suck. B-Rock says, my watch goes off at about 7:15. I know Baddog's posting on X. Yeah, because I'm at work at 6:30 in the morning. So I usually go in there. I have to look at everybody's punch clock from the day, like the day before. And I always have to go in there and adjust because like everybody's got an 8-hour shift. So if you punch in early, sometimes it'll round down. Or you punch out a little, if you're leaving and you punch out a little late, it rounds up. And you can't get overtime. So I have to go in, and a lot of times I got to adjust everybody's time. And if some people are like 15 minutes late, I have to go in there and I have to make them, I have to mark them tardy, sick, and they get time taken away from their sick time. Like I got to make a lot of adjustments. And I have a lot of people in that office that I have to go through. So it takes me a good half an hour to 45 minutes, but that's why I get there early so I can go through all that before people start walking to my office and bothering me. I'm the first one there in the morning. Although I'm about to change buildings here in a couple of weeks, which will be nice. It's a much smaller building, much less traffic going through there. Wow, the Bears just had another kick blocked. Is this guy trying to get the kicks blocked? I'm just curious. Are they trying to get him blocked? Or was that the Bills game? That's the Bills game. Are kickers intentionally trying to have kicks blocked this year? I've never seen so many blocked kicks in my life. Never. Dude, look at how low that is. They're not even off the ground. Maury, thank you. I'm lucky I'm 25. Got to see both Eli's Super Bowls. Yeah, just made it. Just made it. Like, I always feel bad. Like I say it all the time for the younger fan base, but hopefully these two guys, Scadaboo and Dart, can lead this, and Abdul Carter can lead the Giants back into prominence and being competitive, and you can actually see them play good football. I was talking to somebody today and talking about how it's just funny because I always wear my Giants stuff around. I always wear either a Giants hat or a Giants hoodie or whatever. I always wear it. And normally nobody says anything to you. They don't walk around, oh, the Giants. Like, nobody says that. But when they win, everybody wants to talk to you about the Giants. So I was talking to a guy today, and I'm like, they're like, great win, man. It was an awesome one. I'm like, it was. And I'm like, we don't get many of them these days. And I was like, when I was growing up, they were really good. My dad had to deal with a lot of really bad football. So I'm like, this is probably what the older, people older than me that grew up in the 60s and 70s, that were my dad's age, had to deal with was just terrible football. And those guys that grew up in that era knew nothing but losing. And I really wanted to change for the younger fans that don't know anything but losing. You deserve better. And I hope that it gets better, for everybody, obviously, but especially for the ones that have never seen them win, because it's a really good feeling when they're a good team. Milosa, thank you, man. Over your GM, would you trade for wide receivers? I like Jalen Waddle a lot. Waddle's one of my favorite guys. I mean, I would definitely look into those. I just don't know how much I'd want to give up. He's had a 4th-round pick. We don't have a 3rd-round pick. I don't know that I want to give up a 2nd, but at the same time, can you really get a talent like Jalen Waddle or Chris Olave in the 2nd round? I guess it depends on how good you really think you are. I mean, are the Giants really at a point where you feel like they're going to compete this year? You know what I mean? Or are they just going to go through the motions? Because if they're not going to compete, which it's a long shot to do that, is it worth giving up draft capital? I don't know. But I do like it. And I mean, the same thing, though. I mean, maybe not this year, but if you hook Chris Olave or Jalen Waddle up with a Malik Neighbors next year, I mean, then you really got something. You really got something. Aaron, thank you, bro. He says, I respect you, bad dog, but we're not down bad. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, my God. If you saw this shit on Twitter, that fan base is down. Bad. Bad. You lost 2 in a row, and you would think the sky's falling. Down bad. The way Eagles fans have reacted on Twitter about this loss, down bad. It doesn't matter. That's the coping mechanism, is we just won the Super Bowl. But it don't matter. They just got their face beat in by the 1-4 New York Giants. Washington's going to win this game. Would you take a Super Bowl if you were 4-2 the next year, or passionate? Good win. I'm passionate too. And of course I would. But I would also accept my medicine if a 1-4 team just whooped their ass. I wouldn't cry about it. Doing a lot of crying. Eagles fans doing a lot of crying. A lot. Toasty, thank you. He says, I guess haters going to hate. And here's 2 loves. Haters always hate, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. Strip Club Harden, thank you so much for the $1. Strip Club Harden. Thank you, bro. John Carlos. Cowboys lost. I know. They're not going to, though. The Bears aren't good. We should be able to beat the Bears, too. Bears defense is not good at all. It's not a good defense. They've had a kick blocked. I feel like the Bears also missed a kick earlier as well. By the way, I want to give a big shout out to Sleeper. Sleeper sponsors the stream, guys and girls. Check out Sleeper. They have daily fantasy contests every day. Major League Baseball, NBA, college football, college basketball. Check them out. They have a great promotion going right now. As over 11 million people use the Sleeper app, fastest growing app out there. They have a 100% match deposit bonus up to $100 in your first deposit using the promo code Baddog. All you got to do is click that link in the description and you can get that promo code. Also, they have another promotion going right now where all you got to do is click the link in the description, open account with Sleeper, open a new account with Sleeper, get a free $20. No deposit needed. You can check it out. If you enjoy it, you can still get that $100 match deposit bonus. So check out Sleeper. Again, click that link in the description. Get your free $20. Have some fun. Test your sports skills. Going up to 1,000 times your cash. And that's the other thing. I just tore them up about this. I understand it's a giant Super Bowl. No, it's not. See, a lot of you Eagle fans, you never knew what a Super Bowl was. Didn't taste it. I've been there 4 times. Not a Super Bowl. Not a Super Bowl. I've seen them win 4 Super Bowls. I watched them knock off the undefeated Patriots. I watched them beat the 8-point favorite Buffalo Bills in 1990. I watched them knock off the Patriots in 2011. And I watched them dominate the Denver Broncos in 1986. Not a Super Bowl. At all. Not close. Just a good old-fashioned ass whooping that we laid on a rival in front of the world to see. And again, that comment is copium. That's all Eagle fans have done this whole week. We just won the Super Bowl. This was a giant Super Bowl. I have heard that shit 100 to 200 times. It's copium. It's not a Super Bowl. We've won Super Bowls. We've won twice as many as you have. And I've been there for all of them. So, not a Super Bowl. You want to pull that shit with a Buffalo or an Atlanta or Detroit, someone that's never won it, cool. But can't pull that with the Giants. The Giants have been there, done that. And they've done it this century twice. Not the Cowboys. It was 30 years ago. Big move. Just grab Isaiah Hodgins off the Pittsburgh practice squad. He'll be cheap. He knows the offense. He's productive. Stopgap guy. I feel like if they're going to bring Hodgins in, they would have done it already. I feel like they would have done it already. You know? I feel like they would have done it already. So, 15 years since our last one. Still got 4 of them, buddy. Still got 4 of them. Doesn't matter when the last one was. Still got 4. You got 2. Doesn't matter when the last one was. Why does that matter? 34-17. That's what matters. Last time we played, we fucked you up and embarrassed you. Embarrassed you. So you can throw out all the, we won the Super Bowl last year. Giants haven't won in 15 years. That was a Giants. So you can throw whatever terminology you want out there. You can say whatever you want to make yourself feel better about the fact that the shitty fucking Giants, the 1-4 Giants, the terrible Giants, the laughingstock Giants, kicked your ass. Whatever helps you cope. The Giants knocked your dick in the dirt and stepped on your throat. They ran you over with a truck and then they backed over you with the same truck. That's what happened. You can say whatever you want, but the last time we played, we know what happened. You got destroyed by a lousy team, by a team that's ass. By a team, this is a bye for us. This is a get-right game for us. That's what happened. Doesn't matter how you spin it. Doesn't matter what you say. That's exactly what happened on that night. Now, maybe the next time we play you, it's different. It's very possible. We ain't won in Philadelphia since 2013 when Matt Barkley was the quarterback. But we could also sweep you. And if that happens, as I said, deactivate. Fast. Max, Super Friends is supposed to be Wednesday. Super Friends is supposed to be Wednesday. Wednesday is supposed to be the Super Friends. Well, Louis didn't know if he could make it. I said we can start early. That's fine with me. Because I think for once when we do Super Friends, I should get to laugh at them. I think that's only fair. Cowboys lost to the Panthers. Giants waxed the Eagles. Commanders are going to win. The Bears aren't good. But I feel like I should be able to have a say and enjoy my cake. You know what I'm saying? Now that's cool. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, bro. Why? Sorry, man. I'm totally confused. I don't know what you're talking about. What is cope? We just kicked your ass. What am I coping with? We just killed you. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you're talking about. What is cope? We just killed you. We literally just rubbed your nose in the dirt, man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm coping with. I don't know. I'm not the one that has to. We won. You didn't. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how that. Wow. Swift is going to take that to the house. That was terrible. This game is actually really good. KC legit. Thank you, bro. Offense is starting to look good. All we need now is for the defense to play up to the pitch. Yeah, the defense has to stop blowing coverages, but I feel like the defense played well. They did blow a coverage. Luckily, Hurts missed them because Devontae Smith was wide open. So, luckily, that happened. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Giants fans, this isn't take it to the you don't know me very well. That's all I'm going to say. You don't know me very well. And again, this goes back to this kind of comment goes back to what I was talking about earlier, right? So when the Eagles kill the Giants and the Eagles win a Super Bowl, and Saquon Barkley rushes for 2,000 yards, got to hear about thanks to Saquon. Like, got to hear this shit constantly, right? Got to put up with it constantly. But when the Giants go in, or, the Giants play the Eagles and just kick the fuck out of them, we're not supposed to say anything. We're supposed to sit there and go, oh, I'm just, okay, we won a game against the Eagles. A fan base that does nothing but talk shit about the Giants, constantly talk about fucking Saquon Barkley, all this shit. We're not supposed to say anything. We're just supposed to sit there and act like it never happened, according to Eagle fans. We're not supposed to say anything. We're not supposed to brag about it. When you know damn well, if the roles are reversed, they be talking all kinds of shit. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Again, this is a very weak-minded fan base. They can't handle what just happened because they're so used to having things their way, especially against the Giants. See, the problem is my channel is much different than it was years ago. As YouTube evolved, so did I. My content evolved. A lot of things changed. But when I was here and YouTube was different, I'm generally known as the best trash talker that ever graced YouTube sports. So when I have an opportunity where my team backs me up and I can talk trash, I am going to fuck you up, especially that goddamn team. So like I said, whatever God you pray to, if you're an Eagle fan, you better pray to God that the Giants do not sweep you. I have nothing to lose here. Nothing. We could lose 50-0, and you can come at me and say whatever you want, and I'm just going to say, okay, you're right. We lost. You're better. It ain't going to bother me. But if you lose, well, you better get right with Jesus. Simon, thank you. He made a documentary thinking they officially own us. He made the documentary, wanted to drop it on that day. They were going to talk about the documentary and the post game. They were going to talk about all this, Saquon, blah, blah, blah. It didn't work out that way. Didn't happen. Plans were ruined by Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo. Simon says I'll say 3 million times over, worst fan base ever. I don't know. They're pretty lousy. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, 80%, I'd say 80% of the Eagle fans that fuck with me, and they know me. They know how I am. Most Eagle fans that fuck with your guy Bad Dog, they love it. They would not expect anything. They would be disappointed in me if I didn't act this way. The ones that don't know me or can't handle this shit because they never thought it would happen and haven't seen this side of me because it hasn't happened, some of them can't handle it. Some of them can. Most of them can. Most of them know what this is about. It's family business. That's why we do Super Friends. At the end of the day, it's all love. But this is trash talk. It's a big part of sports. And if you can't handle the trash talk, well, you should, like I said, you should just stay off my page. That's it. That's all. If we get our ass kicked, you want to come to my page, let me know I got our ass kicked. Cool. I mean, that's fine. But don't come to my page crying, and then when I say something back to you, you fucking block me or you do some stupid shit. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Like I said, I show my ass up to every one of them Super Friend streams. I fucking constantly stream Giants games. I constantly do videos. I'm constantly on Twitter. I don't go anywhere. I stand there and I take it. That's what I do. Just don't get all mad at me when my team actually backs me up. Don't get all butthurt when I give it back to you. How are you going to do that? How are you going to dish it out and not be able to take it? It's hilarious. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? Just trash talk. That's just it. Man, some of them said it right there. That's exactly it. Because they just figured, it's just a lousy Giants. It's just a lowly Giants. We'll kick their ass. Everything will be okay. That's not what happened. Not what happened. It's not what happened. And as I said, I am the Cam Scatterbo of them content guys. That is my personality. I am relentless. I am psychotic. And I don't stop. That's it. That's why I love him. Body's my personality. He's unhinged. Like me. I love him. Max, thank you, bro. Eagles fans are delusional. The Super Bowls act like they're the greatest franchise and they couldn't win shit for 30 years. Well, it was like 50 years. But listen, they've been a good team. They are defending champions. They have a great roster. I don't know what the hell is going on. They do not like their offensive coordinator. And I got to be honest, their offensive coordinator don't really look very good right now. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Because their defense is not as good as it's been in years past. It's tough to repeat. It's tough. It's tough to repeat. Jaden Daniels got hit. They're going to throw a flag. It's just quarterbacks just have flags. So it's hard. But again, when a team whoops your ass, you sometimes just got to sit there and take it and go, you were better. A lot of Eagle fans said that. Yeah, you were better. Congratulations. Good win. Congratulations. Even coming back, congratulations on your October win. That's fine. I like that shit. But to sit there and go, that was your Super Bowl, or, come on, man. You're not talking to teams that never won a Super Bowl here. You're not talking to a team that won one Super Bowl here, like the Jets in 1968. Like, you're not talking to that person. I've seen Super Bowls. Not a Super Bowl. Fun win. Hate the Eagles. I especially hate the Eagles. Shit. Patty Traina even said, great win about Patty Traina even said, and I haven't worked with her all year, and I really would like to work with Patty again. Even Patty Traina said, Giants beat, she was the first person I thought of was Baddog. Because everybody knows how much I can't stand that franchise. Everybody knows then I want to beat them every time we play them. And we don't ever beat them. So everybody knows when that day comes, and it came Thursday, oh, Bad Dog off the leash. Everybody knows this. This is no secret. And that's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be. Again, I don't go after people personally. I don't go to their page and insult them. Some of them come to my page and insult me, and I'll let them know they're a fucking potato or they're a doorknob because they're stupid. Like one guy that said, oh, the Eagles swept you 3 times in 22, beat you 3 times in 2022. That's a sweep. The Giants will never do that. When the Giants did it in 2000, and people are like, oh, he probably's only 15, he's probably only 20. So what the fuck? You don't know your team's history? Then you're a fucking bandwagon fan. I know shit that happened with the Giants in the 60s. I wasn't alive back then. You should know your team's history. It's not an excuse. Learn it. And if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, shut up. Keep your mouth closed. Let people think you're stupid. Open your mouth and remove all doubt. If you don't know what you're talking about, keep your mouth shut. That's facts. Still fired up. They better hope we don't sweep them. They better hope that don't happen. They better hope. Can you imagine? Aaron says, I'm here. I know you're here every week. I know you, Aaron. You're a good Eagle fan. But like I said, don't come to here that this is your Super Bowl shit. It's not our Super Bowl. You see this week, they'll just be pissing. Of course I'm pissing on you. Of course. I never come here and celebrate, right? But I don't go to your channel. Like, well, you don't have a channel, but I don't directly go to you and say this shit. This is my channel, bro. This is my stream. This is for Giants fans. I'm not saying other fans can't be in there. Like I said, some of my biggest supporters are Eagle fans. Some of my biggest supporters are Cowboys fans. They love my ass. I mean, I talk shit. That's what I do. They like it. They enjoy it. They know I'm a good trash talker, and I make them laugh. And when we lose, and I talk shit on my own team, which I do a lot, I also make them laugh. They like it. But again, my channel. And you can come here and celebrate. That's fine. People do it to me all the time. Aaron, I can take it. Trust me. Come in and celebrate. You beat us the way we beat you. Come in and go, Bad Dog, your team is shit. We dog walked you. I'm cool with that. I like that. I don't like losing, but I like the trash talk. Bring it to me. I want that shit. I like that interaction. So I love this division. I fucking hate the teams in this division with a passion. Just like Eagle fans hate the teams in this division with a passion. The Cowboy fans hate teams in this. That's what this is. That's why our division is the best in football. There is no division in the NFL that has each team in the division with a Super Bowl. We have each team in the division with 2, at least 2. That's what makes it fun. That's why I'm here. That's why I've always been here. You can brag, bro. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings, dude. Trust me. Trust me. I've been dealing with this shit for a long time. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Bring it to me. I'm cool with it, dude. I'm not going to be like, oh, Aaron, fuck you. You're an asshole. I'm not going to do that shit. I'm not going to do that. Trust me. KC, thank you. Seagulls, best play is the butt push. My guy, CR Vox. Thank you, bro. Donated 10 memberships. Let's go.
Who let the dogs out?
Can't really do much more than that because they'll block me in certain countries. But thank you, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Another 10 donation, 10 gifted memberships, man. Appreciate you. It's 15 gifted memberships tonight. Much appreciated. Sean, thank you. I see Sean on Twitter. Appreciate your support on Twitter, my guy. No superstar needed, just a wide receiver who catches reliable. Yes, agreed. It'd be nice to have a reliable wide receiver, too. You know, I don't know if you guys saw Darius Slayton. So Darius Slayton tweets out, Darius Slayton tweets out, oh, and they said we didn't have any playmakers on offense because Wan'Dale Robinson said something. Wan'Dale Robinson said, like, we heard everything you said. And Darius Slayton comes out with, they said we are no game changer, playmakers on offense, whatever he said. Whatever he said. And I was just like, that's a really bad look for Darius Slayton. You didn't play, bro. And the game before, you dropped the pass and you fumbled. You probably should have just sat that one out, but he had to say something. So I saw the tweet and I didn't really say anything. I actually, the only thing I commented is I'm here for the comments. I just wanted to read the comments. The comments were pretty funny. I mean, I knew he was going to get killed. And that's why I was like, why would you say anything? Why would you say anything? I didn't understand why he said it. I was just like, that's just not a good look. It's just it's an ill-timed tweet. It was ill-timed by Darius. And he just got totally filleted. I knew it was going to happen to him. Well, like, thank you, bro. He says, Baddog, did you know these Eagle fans came to Giants Stadium just to see her get her ass kicked and watch it blow it? Yes. It's because Giants fans are sick of their team, and I don't blame them for that. They even had Saquon jerseys rubbing in their face. The looks on their faces after rolling on the floor laughing. Oh, I know. It's beautiful. I like watching them get their shit beat in. It's fun. I like seeing that fan base get humbled. You know, riding on their high horse. They're superior to us. The Giants have no chance. The Giants are crap. That was a bad drop right there. That could have been a first down. But again, teams that lose, they don't make these plays. He is wide open. There is nobody in front of him, man. That dude is going to feel, if he catches that pass, he's still running. He's still running. Zacchaeus catches that, he's still running. Nations, long time no see. Beat them so bad, that's right. The Giants beat them down so bad as Zadarius Smith retired. Actually, a real quote from Zadarius Smith was, Andrew Thomas dominated him so bad on Thursday Night Football, like in front of everybody, his family, that he decided it was over. It's a real quote. Real quote. Mr. Wayfoo Taker, thank you. Says, I loved seeing your reaction to flawed INT. Oh, that was great. That was beautiful. Because I knew once he intercepted that pass, I knew we had him won. At that point, I felt pretty good. We were up 27-17. There was like, whatever there was, 7 minutes to go or 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. I knew we were going to get at least a field goal. And then once Cam scored the touchdown, I mean, I never really comfortable with the Giants because they're the Giants. But I felt like that sealed it. That was the first interception Jalen Hurts had thrown in a long time, too. It was good. Janice, thank you so much. Baddog, did you get? Yeah, I actually put it on my story. Like, I shared it to my storyline. The country singer talking about Scatterbo. It's hilarious. It was great. So yeah, I actually added that to my storyline. I liked that so much. It was great. I loved it. Well, Scatterbo and Dart are now, like, everybody knows them. Like, so they put the world on notice. And that's the thing. Maybe the Giants actually have a couple guys that. Listen, I can't tell you how many people love Cam Scatterbo. Like, when I put that video of the Giants imitating Cam Scatterbo, when I had them, I can't tell you how many fans from other fan bases like, damn, I wish we drafted that guy. Damn, he's a beast. Damn, he would look good in our jersey. Man, I freaking love that guy. I mean, again, this isn't just a New York thing with Cam Scatterbo. If you're a football fan, that guy you love. You love that guy. That guy's a football player. People love that shit. And like I said, it does not matter the fan base. Like, that dude is a beast. So it's a lot of fun. Daniels is going to go down. The Bears might have a chance. They only got to get a field goal. Oh, please, Chicago. Please do it. The trifecta would be beautiful. Calf Dots, thank you. Says, I don't want to jinx anything, but I think we can make a playoff push. make a push for a playoff run. I don't think any team can blow us out. It doesn't feel like the same Giants with the exciting whites. Yeah, I mean, we haven't been blown out. I think the one game, Kansas City, we missed a lot of opportunities. If Okereke gets that ball on the 4-yard line, I think the game is totally different. I feel like we left some game-changing plays against Kansas City. We should have beat Dallas. We didn't. Terrible job of tackling by Chicago. Horrible. We didn't beat Dallas. We let that get away. And New Orleans, 14-3, we turned the ball over 5 straight possessions. That's just terrible. Shouldn't have lost to them either. That was just a bad game. I feel like Washington was the only team that really just beat us. Even though the game was 14-6 in the fourth quarter, I never felt like we had a chance to beat Washington. The other games, I feel like we were in them. So yeah, I don't know that the Giants will get blown out, but the Giants aren't good enough to make mistakes, and they can't make mistakes. Like, they can't commit penalties, they can't turn the ball over, they can't miss field goals, they can't miss extra points. They can't do that shit. They can't do that shit. They have to play well. They're not talented enough to turn the ball over 5 times or have 100 yards on penalties and win football games. They're not. They have to play the way they did against Philadelphia. They're good enough to play. If they can play like that and beat Philadelphia so convincingly, then there's no reason to think that if they play like that against other teams that they can't beat them too. Denver is not a dominant football team. Denver is a very tough place to play. I feel much more confident if this game was at home for us. But Washington's just going to run the clock out. The Bears can't stop them. B-Rock, thank you, man. Sometimes just need to sit back and take your lumps. Yeah, as Giants fans, we've been taking lumps for years. Super Anthony, thank you, bro. I'm the Giants fan among my friends and family. They've been sending me messages about Scattermoon Dart all week. Something special starting. I mean, I hope so. I hope so, man. I mean, there's definitely a sense of hope in the air with these guys. There's definitely a sense of hope. Definitely a sense of maybe we can turn shit around. But there's a long ways to go. And I'm hoping that we can just continue to play good football. I mean, the Giants played really good on Thursday. And the Giants can't have a letdown after that. And that's the whole thing with the Giants. I feel like they beat the Chargers. They played an 0-4 Saints team. They got up 14-3. And they took their foot off the gas pedal. They felt like they had it won, and they might have started looking forward to Philadelphia, where, again, you come off a big win against Los Angeles. You get your first win of the year, playing an 0-4 team which you feel like you should beat. You got the Eagles on a short week. You might have looked past the Saints. Had a letdown. You just destroyed your most hated rival, a team that's kicked your ass. A team that took your running back. You hate them. You killed them. Now you go to Denver on a long rest. And Denver hasn't been playing really well. You can't have... Oh, Washington just fumbled. Jane Daniels just fumbled? Did Jane Daniels had never lost a fumble in his NFL career. He did. That's Jane Daniels' first lost fumble of the year. It's raining out, so that ball might have been slippery. Wow, that's huge. That's huge. Come on, Caleb. Come on, Caleb. But we can't go into Denver and overlook them because you're playing Philadelphia the week after. Can't do that. got to just worry about Denver. Just take care of Denver. And then worry about Philadelphia after the Denver game. But do not overlook Denver. Do not have a letdown against Denver. Just build off the momentum you just got from beating the Eagles. Can't have a letdown. Can't happen. Big Moose says, Bam Bam scam. Gotta love it. Flintstones. Now I know he is Bam Bam. He is Bam Bam. Bam Bam scattaboo. Come on, come on, Bears. Then why are they running the ball for? Be wrong. Thank you, brother. I really hope we start turning the page. I don't want to be mentioned in the same sense with Jets anymore. Listen, I feel bad for the Jets. The Jets are in a class of their own, though, man. We are not good. Hopefully we turn it around. We won 2 of our last 3. Jackson Dart's 2-1 as a starter. We beat 2 good teams. We lost to a really shitty team, but we beat 2 very good teams. The Chargers are a good team, and the Eagles are defending champions. So the Giants beat 2 really good teams. The Giants are playing well at home. The Jets, they're in a league of their own. I feel like already, even though we're only 2-4, we're separating ourselves from them. At least the Giants, like I said, they have hope for the future. Like you're hoping Jackson Dart is your franchise quarterback for years to come, and he looks like he's got the talent and the intelligence to do it. He's going to make mistakes. I mean, the Giants are going to have up and down days. Rookie quarterbacks do. There's bumps in the road for a rookie. I don't expect Jackson Dart to. He's going to have games like he did against New Orleans. It's going to happen. But you hope he grows from it. And obviously he did, because he came out and he had a great game against Philadelphia. And you do see, again, some hope going forward that these young guys, Giants have a very young core of very talented players. That's how you build. You build from there. You keep building. Which is why, again, I really would like to see Joe Shane stay. But if they fired him, I would totally understand it. But I would like Joe Shane to continue the build, because I feel like he's done something these last 2 years. I feel like the trade for Brian Burns was absolutely beautiful. I feel like Runyon's played better. He brought in Illuminor. Like the line's far from a finished product, but it's way better than it's been in years previous. Remember, they gave up 85 sacks in 2023. So while it's not a great line, it's better, and it's played really well here recently. You got Cam Scatterbo in the 4th round. I mean, he looks like a total beast. I mean, that was one thing. That was one thing that really triggered Eagle fans. All I did, this is how sensitive that fan base is right now. All I did was I compared Scatterbo's stats to Barkley stats for the year. That was all I did. I just compared them. I took a picture of it, and I said, I'm just going to leave this here. That's it. Well, Cam Scatterbo had less rushing attempts, but he had more yards, better yards per carry, more receptions, more receiving yards, and more rushing touchdowns. And he didn't become a starter till week 3. That was it. And they all got butthurt. They all got triggered by it. They go, Saquon was Super Bowl. What about Saquon at 2,000 yards? I'm like, that's got nothing. That has nothing to do with this year, though. It's got nothing to do with this year. Scatterbo wasn't in the league last year. I know what Barkley did last year. You don't got to remind me. I know he had a great year, but it's not 2024 anymore. All I did was show stats. They got like 500,000 impressions, and they got all upset about it. All right, come on, Chicago. Professor Tots, thank you, bro. The tears of the Eagles fans you made on Twitter is masterclass. Make sure to target Barry a bit more. # Diddy Kwan. Who's Barry? I don't know Barry. I don't know him. But yeah, I've definitely the Eagle fans on Twitter. The Eagle fans on Twitter, it's just funny. I really have just they wasn't. I've done a pretty good job. I knew I was going to. I mean, Louis T told me after the game, he's like, "Bad dog, talk your shit." Louis T texted me and said, "Bad dog, talk your shit." And I said, "Oh, I plan on talking my shit." But again, do you see me? And again, when I do Super Friends, I'll let LB know what happened. I'll remind him of the absolute pummeling that we gave his team. But you don't see me just go out there and attack Lord Brunson personally. Kind of go out there and attack any Eagles fan personally. I just went out there and attacked the Eagles. And their fan base got really upset about it because some of them are just mentally weak. And for some of them, it's all they have in their lives is Eagles. It's the only winning they know, some of them, because they're complete losers in real life. That's just true. One in particular that I found hilarious. And again, I don't want to make this political because I'm not a political guy, and I don't really care about politics, and I don't care which side you're on. I don't care if you're far left, far right. I don't care if you're conservative, Republican, Democrat, liberal. I don't care. I don't care what you believe, what you choose, who you pray to. I don't care your sexual I don't care about any of that stuff. Whatever makes you happy, do it. Personally, I don't care. It's none of my business. So do whatever makes you happy. But this one particular guy, and I mean, this guy's the biggest loser I've ever fucking known on YouTube, if we're being completely honest, insulted me tried to insult me by calling me a liberal. And it was kind of amusing to me because, number one, it's not an insult at all. Again, you can choose whatever you want to choose. I don't care. It's none of my business. I don't feel like one side's better than the other. I have my own beliefs, my own views. I don't push them on people. But I'll say this about that, and I'll leave it at this. Most people know that I'm an independent, but we'll put it this way. I'm married to a woman. I've been married 25 years. I have a son, and I got married in a Catholic church. So we're Catholic, Christian, whatever. He likes men. So I will just say he's more liberal than I am. And I'll leave it at that. But I found that amusing. That is complete and utter projection from a man who hates himself. Hates his life. He has hated his life for 10 years. He has accomplished absolutely nothing. He is in the same spot he was 10 years ago. No job, no past, no future, no life, no hope, living in mother's basement. But wants to attack me because it makes him feel better about his worthless, pathetic existence. That's the type of shit that I deal with on Twitter, just so you know. Super Anthony, thank you. He says, if we get minus 9 yards pass against Denver, we'll have done better than the Jets. Well, Jackson Dart ain't going to hold on to the ball for that long. Go, DeAndre. Get in there. Don't settle for a field goal, Chicago. Take this into the end zone. Take it in. Take it in. Your mom used to have a nice basement, but you moved out of there. Correct? You moved on with your life. You moved on with your life. Right? You moved on. You grew up. You evolved. That's what we do as human beings. We don't tread water. We don't run in place. We evolve. We grow. We move on. That's what we do as human beings. I really wish Chicago would not be settling here. I really wish they'd be more aggressive and try to score a damn touchdown right here. Washington's out of timeouts. You've already missed a kick. I think they missed a kick. I could be wrong, but they've had one blocked. But it is what it is. Fans of EDP. Yeah. Well, we all know what happened to that guy. We all know what happened to that guy. We all know what happened to that guy. They're not about to lose, though. I don't trust them. I've seen this song and dance before. I know how this ends. He doesn't make the kick. I hate when teams do this shit. You got a minute 6 to go. You could have ran more running plays. I'm not saying pass it, but you could have ran more running plays and got closer to the end zone or scored a touchdown. Barry McCocken is one of my favorite names. I don't know that guy. The only Barry I know on Twitter is his name is like Just Barry, but I don't really interact with him. Yeah, I think he misses. I think it's either blocked or he misses. I've seen this shit too often. Teams settle. The Bears should have went for the jugular here and got way closer than that. This is 41 yards. It's raining. He doesn't make this. Oh, it's 38 yards. I just got a bad feeling. I hope I'm wrong, but this never works. Unless it's against the Giants. Woo! Giants, the only team in the division to win. Gotta put it on Twitter and let them know. Oh, my friends. Oh, my friends. The Super Friends is supposed to be Wednesday. Do you know how much fun that's going to be for me? To be the only one to have won this week. That shit never happens. Usually the only one to lose. You know how much fun that'll be? I just need to sit back. I don't need to say shit. And the ironic thing is, I mean, I don't know what the Giants are going to do from here on out, but it's very possible the next time after this time coming up, producer friends, I'm not stuck in that last place square. That's crazy. That's crazy. I like it. I like it a lot. That's, it just makes that Saints loss more frustrating. God, can you imagine? Not that the Giants aren't riding high right now after just destroying Philadelphia and looking like the future is actually bright for once in God knows how long. Can you imagine if the Giants were 3-3 right now? What the vibes would be like with Philadelphia being 4-2 and the Commanders being 3-3. Of course, the Commanders would have the tiebreaker against us right now. But again, I don't want to jinx the Giants. Not that you can jinx anything. It's just, oh, you jinxed them. No, you don't jinx them. Your words have no power. And I'm a superstitious guy, but your words have no power, because if they actually did, we wouldn't be sitting here on YouTube if the words we said actually had any power, right? So, want to give a big shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring this stream tonight, sponsoring us during the football season. Check out Sleeper. Over 11 million people are on the Sleeper app. You can play daily fantasy sports all the time on Sleeper. It's a lot of fun. They have a great promotion going right now. All you got to do is click the link in the description. Click that link. It's the first thing in the description. Enter the promo code Baddog. You get a 100% match deposit bonus up to $100. Kind of your first deposit. Not only that, this is even better. Right now, they have a great promotion going. Use my link in the description. Open an account with Sleeper. You get a free $20. No deposit required. So all you got to do is click my link. You enter that promo code. You get your $20. Try it out. If you like it, which I guarantee you will, it's different than anything else you've ever played. It's awesome. You get free $20. Try it out. If you like it, you still can get that 100% match deposit bonus up to $100. So you can't lose. You cannot lose. You literally can't lose. Like 3 out of the 4 teams did in the NFC East. You're going to be the Giants this week. If you click that link, you get your free $20. You'll be the only winner. The New York Giants are the only winner this week, and LB just texted. Oh, this Super Friends are great. Look at that. Woo! I love it. I love it. Oh, it's so funny. I love this Super Friends shit. I love it. I could not do that show with 3 better guys than the guys I do it with. I honestly could not do it with better guys. I never want to do that show with anybody different. For real. It's so much fun. It just is. Those are really good guys. They root for really shitty teams, but they're really good people. And I freaking love doing that. I love doing that show with them. And for once, I'm the only one that gets to brag. For once, I'm the only one that shows up and can say, how'd your teams do this week? How'd you guys do? What happened to you? Oh, I won. That never happens. That never happens. What's my first name? Sal. Salvatore is my first name. That doesn't happen. Ever. It happens this week. It's just beautiful. You couldn't pick a better week than I might just retire. I might just go off into the sunset. Never happening. Never happening. Be here all the time. It doesn't matter. We could be 2-15. We could be 15-2. I'm not going anywhere. I never do. I'll say I'm going to go. Oh, I can't do it. I do it every year. It's just like the gym. Be like, man, I don't feel like going to the gym today, man. I'm tired. I don't want to go to the gym. I do it every day anyway. I just do it. Yeah, for once, I don't know where that went, but somebody says it feels good to be a Giants fan. Yeah. It doesn't happen very often where we get bragging rights. Not in a long time. Not in a long time. That doesn't happen in a long time. Get to do it now, though. Good job, Bears. I really didn't think he was going to make that field goal. I really didn't. I've seen that shit way too many times where teams, they settle for that mid-range field goal and it always backfires. And again, man, I don't know what the Giants are going to do this year. I really don't. But is it possible? Is it possible that things are going to start turning around for us? After that Saints game, I don't know that you could get any lower. But again, you started the week off by just destroying Philadelphia. And then yesterday, you got to watch Dallas lose to Carolina the same way that the Bears just beat the Commanders. Every team in this division lost except for us. The Giants are 2-4. I mean, that's not good. And the Cowboys are 2-3-1. I think we're better than Dallas. Washington is 3-3. I don't think they look very good. And again, Philadelphia's at the top of the list, 4-2, but they've lost 2 in a row, and I don't think they look very good. I feel like 6 games in, why not? Why can't it happen? The Giants win a couple games here. If somehow the Giants beat Denver and then beat Philadelphia and they stood at 4-4, it's crazy to think they could really be in first place in the division. That's just insane. Again, that the likelihood of that happening, let's not get carried away, and we got to win one game at a time, but the likelihood of that happening isn't really there. It's not great, but it's crazy to think that it's possible. This is a good week. This was more than just a victory stream for the New York Giants against the Philadelphia Eagles, man. This was a victory stream for the New York Giants against the entire NFC East. Really want to see him beat Denver. I really want the Giants to go into Denver. And people are like, oh, Denver, this and this and this. The Giants ain't afraid of anybody anymore. That's what I look at. The schedule's tough. And we're going to lose some games still. The Giants aren't going to end up going, 13-4. We know that's not going to happen. But Jackson Dart and Cam Scadaboo don't know any better. They're not going to be scared. They're not going to be intimidated. Where previous quarterbacks in this regime, previous teams, allowed other teams to take the fight to the Giants, guys like Jackson Dart and Cam Scadaboo take the fight to their opponents. It's just a different style of football that these two guys bring to this team. And it rubs off on everybody, including the defense. Brian Burns had a players-only meeting. That's a leader. That's a captain. Brian Burns said pretty much everybody needs to look in the mirror and do what they can do and be better. And not only does he lead in the locker room, he leads by example on the field with 7 sacks. The record looks like shit. And Bill Parcells said your record is whatever it is. You are what your record says you are. The Giants are 2-4, and that's not good at all. But maybe, just maybe, momentum is actually starting to come to our side. The Giants go into Denver on Sunday and find a way to beat the Broncos. And you're sitting at 3-4. I mean, it's not terrible. If you walk out and you've won 3 or 4 and you've beat the Chargers and you've beat the Eagles and then you beat the Broncos in Denver, I think at that point you can start to say the Giants are a competitive team. Saints loss is fucking stupid. That Saints loss just aggravates me, man. There's no way the Giants should have lost that game. There's no way they should have lost that game. Should have lost that game. That was bad. That was a bad loss. A bad loss. But again, I feel like if they can just find a way to beat Denver and they really start to get some momentum going and they get some confidence, because when you're a confident football team, you just play different when you're confident. And I really feel like Jackson Dart and Cam Scadaboo have that attitude of, I don't give a shit who you are. I don't give a shit what you've done. You're not going to intimidate us. You're not going to bully us. It's not going to happen. You're not going to make us nervous. They had every reason to think when Philadelphia is coming into our stadium and they're defending champions, and they've owned us for years, and we don't even compete with them. They have a reason to think they could go into that game when we got no shot to win, but that's not what they did. Again, for the first time in a long time, the Giants took the fight to Philadelphia. When I saw in that game with that offensive line, it was an absolute thing of beauty, because the offensive line at the end of the game, when we were up by 17 with 7 minutes to go, and I just watched that offensive line obliterate the Eagles' defensive line and push those guys back 5-6 yards down the field while we were getting 5-6 yards of carry and running out the clock and constantly moving the chains. The one thing I thought to myself is, this is what the Eagles usually do to us. I said it right at the beginning of the game. The Eagles are making mistakes. The Giants are scoring points. I said, did they switch uniforms? That was a thing of beauty. If you can't build confidence from the game on Thursday and carry that momentum into Denver, I don't know how you're ever going to have confidence. It was so beautiful. Top Gun, Jackson Dart is him. Believe, Baddog, he's an next great one. I hope so, man. I hope so. I'll tell you what, I was not the biggest Jackson Dart. Like, I wouldn't say I didn't like Jackson Dart. I didn't want him third. I didn't want any quarterback third, except for Cam Ward, who has really struggled. Nobody seems to notice because he's in Tennessee. Can you imagine if he was a Giant and he played like this? Or a Jet? He wouldn't be on the Eagles. Can you imagine if Cam Ward played in a big market and played like this? He would get destroyed. Can you imagine if that guy was a Jet or a Giant? I'd feel bad for him. Tennessee's a really bad team. I still think Cam Ward's going to be good. Nobody really seems to notice. That was the guy that I wanted if he was there at 3. When they took Jackson Dart, I was not really high or low on it. I said, all right, they got their guy. I was fine with it. If that's who they thought was their guy, go with it. Again, I didn't really have an opinion on him. I wasn't like high or low on Jackson Dart. I just didn't think he was worth the 3rd overall pick, and they didn't have to give up a 3rd overall pick. So I like it. They gave up a 2nd round pick last year. As Joe, and that's all it is. You swap picks for that year. And as Joe Shane said, if you're right, nobody's going to remember a 3rd round pick. So far through 3 games, he looks like the right pick. Simon, thank you. We need a wide receiver. I'm worried about, I agree. We do need a wide receiver. I wouldn't say the Eagles weren't prepared. I feel like Cam Scatterboom made play. I feel like the offensive line did a really good job. But one thing, I really would like better wide receivers. Jalen Hyatt actually caught the ball. Rondale Robinson made plays, right? Giants caught the ball. Little Jordan Humphrey, the Giants should keep him. We need that big dude. He's 6'4". We need a big body receiver. We need a red zone target. We need a guy that can go up and make catches against defenders. We need a physical wide receiver. He brings that. Keep him. The one thing they can't prepare for, and it's hard when you're playing guys like Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen and Jaden Daniels, is it's hard to prepare. Jackson Dart doesn't stand still in the pocket. He doesn't hold on to the ball. He can run, but I feel like he looks to throw first. He maneuvers well in the pocket. He feels pressure. I feel like he's smart. So it's hard to prepare for that. Especially if the offensive line continues to play well. The Nick Bonito against Andrew Thomas matchup will be really good. I love Nick Bonito. I'm a Sooner fan. The Sooners fucking sucked. Isn't that amazing? The Giants freaking kicked the shit out of the Eagles. The Sooners are the only thing I have for football all year. The Giants finally beat the Eagles. And the Sooners go out and lay an egg against the freaking Longhorns. Terrible. Kaka. Zach, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Giants have lost under 500 teams, beat over 500 teams. So by this logic, the Giants should be able to win the game against the Broncos, who look very beatable. Right. I do think the Broncos are beatable. I definitely agree. They're a very beatable team. Very beatable. Just got to play good football. If the Giants play like they did against Philly, we're winning that game. And we're winning convincingly. We are. No mistakes. No mistakes. Put pressure on your opponent. Make them make a mistake. 3 games Jack Dart started. 3 opening drive touchdowns. The last 2 games he started, 2 touchdown drives in a row to start the game. They didn't let it get away from him against Philadelphia. Looked like they might have, but they picked themselves up off the mat. They dominated the second half. Super Anthony says Slayton was addition by subtraction. So when Darius Slayton tweeted out what he tweeted out, I was like, why are you saying this stuff, bro? Like, just stop. Sit this out. Just enjoy the win. Just enjoy the win. Yeah, I saw Titans fired everybody. The Titans fired everybody. Everybody. Unfortunately, man, I don't know where the link is to this. Otherwise, I put the link out there because I do have new merch. I don't know where the hell the link is. I got to figure out the link to this. Bam. Mount Rushmore. You should get one of these right now. Mount Rushmore, man. See that? You got Brian Burns, got Dex. You got Abdul Carter. You got Kayvon Thibodeau. I think that's pretty cool. The Mount Rushmore shirt. It's in my merch shop. I don't really ever have merch. I never push my merch, but that's new. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know. What did Slayton say? He just tweeted out, like Wanda Robinson said, we heard everything you said. And then Darius Slayton said something like, and they said we had no playmakers. Or they said who was going to make a play, whatever it was. It was something to that effect. And I was just like, bro, you dropped the pass and you fumbled 2 just critical mistakes against New Orleans. And you didn't play on Thursday. Why would you say anything? Just sit it out. And I knew, and the only way I wanted to read I knew he was going to get killed. I knew that was coming. And he got just destroyed. I mean, he got cooked. I mean, I'm just sitting there thinking, bro, you're asking for Giants fans to rip you a new ass. Asking for that. Why would you tweet that out? I don't know. Well, that's it, guys, girls. I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you tuning in as always. Big shout out to Sleeper as always for sponsoring. Big shout out to Body Armor Sport Water, which I did not have any tonight, and I should have had some Body Armor Sport Water because this is really good stuff. It does make me want to pee all the time, but Body Armor Sport Water is really good. So check it out, bodyarmor.com. You should get some of this. For real. It's really good. No lie. And I remember somebody telling me that I should have Dollar Shave Club as a sponsor. Well, we're working on another sponsorship, perhaps working with Henson shaving products right now. So I do feel like shaving products would be good for me. You look at this. This is like 3 days. So, I feel like that. I feel like I'm a good spokesman for a shaving product. Anyway, let me get out of here. As always, appreciate you tuning into the stream. If there's any Eagle fans left in here, let me just say this to you. Like I said, some of you, very few, it's the minority Eagle fans. Some of you are complete assholes and you're butthurt pussies. But it's like 10%. It's a small minority. Of course, the minority is always the loudest. Most Eagle fans are really cool, and you understand what it's all about. And trust me when I tell you, I'll probably ride you for a couple more days. I'll probably keep my foot on your neck for a couple more days just to remind you what happened. But that ain't going to last. I'm going to start worrying about Denver here very soon. And then I'll worry about the Eagles in a couple weeks. it's very possible the Eagles get revenge on us. We don't play well in Philadelphia, and you'll be able to give it back to me. But just know this. I'm looking right at you. I can take it. It's okay. Okay? I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get butt hurt. I'm not going to start calling you names. If you say stupid shit, I'll call you a potato. Like, don't be one of these people that just says dumb shit. Some people just say dumb shit. Like, oh, Cam Scatterbo sucks. Like, don't do that. But trust me, man, I can take it. That's why I'm on Twitter. Twitter's a war zone. Okay. And if you get butthurt easily, shouldn't be there. I've learned that about Twitter probably last year. And most of it was Giants fans going at it on there. But trust me, I tell you, I can take it. I've had to take this shit for years. I've had to listen to it for years. It ain't going to bother me, man. Like I said, I like it. I don't like losing. I hate losing. I like being on this end of it a lot better. I like being able to talk my shit and have my team back me up. I like it a lot better. But trust me when I tell you, I can put up with it. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to do that shit. I'm not going to say something to you and then block you. I'm not going to do that. I don't roll that way. And Eagle fans that know me, you know me for a long time, you know I'm not like that. For real. You know I'm not. You know I'm not like that. That's why there's many people, and again, some of my best supporters on this channel are my division rivals. And that's facts. That's why when they come in here and the Giants win, they actually say, I hate the Giants. Bad Dog, though, I'm very happy for you. I had even Eagles fans say this shit to me when I did that post-game stream on Thursday. Bad Dog, I hate that we lost to you and you kicked our ass, but you put up with a lot of shit, and I'm actually happy for you. They might not be happy with the Giants, but they're happy for me. To me, I don't think you get any more respect than that. And the reason being is I don't run. I don't hide. I give respect where it's due, and I give credit where it's due. I don't make fucking excuses, and that's really it. I don't run away from it. I never will. It's not in my nature. It's not my personality. So trust me, like I said. But I will say this. If we sweep you, you're fucked. And I'm going to leave it at that. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in. We have Giants Collective tomorrow. I think the Lakers play a preseason game, but I think I'm actually going to forego that and call the Dodgers Brewers because I do want to call one of those games. So I want to call a baseball game, and it is what it is. But thank you guys, girls, for being here. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your night. Giants fans, enjoy this week. Enjoy this week for real. Enjoy it. Walk with your head up, your chest out. We're the only ones that won in this division this week. And we dominated the best team in this division. So enjoy the shit out of that. Talk your shit. Let them know because we don't get many opportunities. Enjoy it. Bad D Dizzle. See you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.